Yes, indeed. What is Sven going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be doing some coding. We're going to be doing I have a biohacker who is in need of some code for his stuff. We're going to be making sure all of his actions are ready to go for as a biohacker. And we might be looking at some creatures for summoning because I have a summoner and I have a tranquilizer dart that I need to code possibly. I'll have to take a look at that and see what's going on. So lots of coding today. And hello, Mr. Dan Dazzle. I was playing some Valorant the other day. I was checking him out. Dan underscore Dazzle. Uh, all is well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. If you guys haven't watched any of my streams, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, welcome. And if you have, then you've heard me talk about Dan Dazzle before. So Dan underscore Dazzle, great guy. Go check him out. And we also have Mantha stopping in for a little lurk action. Welcome, welcome. Mantha is one of my Dungeons and Dragons players. I've yet to get her to play the best game in the world, Starfinder, but that's all right because she's a great D&D player. Okay, so let's take a look at these actions, shall we? So, as a biohacker, let me pull up the stuff for him. Biohacks. And we also wanted to look at the tranquilizer dart, which is here. Boom. It's a theorem. We also had to do his field dressing. We got to do all the theorems. So field dressing, treatment mastery, medication mastery, and fart injection. Shouldn't be awake. Well, should and shouldn't is more of a relative term. I just hope you're getting the rest you need whenever you get it. And if you're going to be up when you're not supposed to, quote unquote, then at least you're hanging with me. So that's cool. So if you look here under, so what had happened was, come here under on his actions page. You got your weapons and everything else above, and then down below, I've made all these different things for his stuff that he can do. So his feats, I've got it divided out by feats, by his race and his theme, and then his biohacker, which is his class. So basic boosters. So let's see. This looks like those are done. Let's check the duration. Make sure that is correct. So the duration is based on his intelligence. Okay. And now the basic inhibitors should be longer. Yep, it is longer, and this is based on intelligence plus 3. All right, so let's make sure that that is correct. What does the inhibitor do? Let's see. Just trying to find where it talks about the duration. Here it is. Number of rounds, 3 plus your key ability score modifier. So we were correct. All right, so our biohacks are done. They have, no matter what level you are as a biohacker, you have 3 boosts, the ways you can help your party, and 3 inhibitors where you can help hurt the bad guys. All right, and are the miners done as well? They should be done. Yep, that doesn't need anything. And this one is a miner inhibitor. There we go, 9 rounds, perfect. Yep, just make sure it does not increase with level. Okay, perfect. $10.53. All right, so I missed. Okay. All right, so our biohacks are done. We can close that down. Primary field of study is done. I do believe. Let me make sure. Good. All right, so it looks like the secondary field of study has not been done. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So these are all theorems. So we'll get to those in a moment when we get down to theorems. So we go back to our abilities. We go over to our secondary field of study, which is genetics, if I'm not mistaken. Secondary field of study. Genetics. Bink. Actions. All right, so you read what it does, which in this case, all right, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So you guys can, so you do that by typing /scale UI, all one word. I'm going to make it goes from 50 to 200. I'm going to do 105. All right, so it's not huge. If you're on your phone, you still won't be able to read it, but no matter what I did, you probably wouldn't be able to read it. I don't even know if you can read the word breakthrough here. But what this does is it makes everything bigger. And that's true for your players, for the DM, depending on the size of the monitor you have, you can tweak it. All right, so let's see. Booster for studying genetics. You temporarily boost a living creature to improve the acuity of its hearing, giving them blind sense with a range of 60 feet. So that is very nice. So, very nice. Secondary field of study. So first of all, this is genetics. Genetics. Grant blind sense. / vulnerability. All right, so what you do then is you right click. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to add, both of these are going to be conditions. So we go click, we go add effect, click, right click, left click, add effect. So I've got both here. So the first one we're doing is temporary boost living creature, blind sense. So we're going to put genetics. So I label everything so that in the combat tracker, it just doesn't just say blind sense, because then the person or me 2 weeks later looking at this, it's like, why is he a blind sense? Especially because we play this every other week. So 2 sessions later is like a month and a half. Because sometimes we skip weeks. Point is, label your stuff. So, and you'll see that almost everything I have, if we open up the combat tracker, for example, I'm not going to keep it open because it's pretty big right now, but you'll see tons of stuff here. Uncanny mobility tells you what it does. Evasion tells you what it does. Enhanced resistance. So toughness, spring attack. So all these different things are all labeled scholar feature. So that save DC plus 2 medicine versus drugs, poison, and disease. Like, where'd that come from? It came from treatment mastery. So um, I find it best practice to label it. I've seen the other side where they aren't labeled. You just have a +2 to armor class, and it's like, where is that from? So you get the point, my friends. There was a dead horse, and I beat it. So genetics is going to give him blind sense, 60 feet. So this is to a target, and it is going to last 60 minutes. So open her up. Minute, hour. It's fixed. 1 hour. I do very much appreciate the lurk, Miss Samantha. Thank you, thank you. Atomic Hero Squad says beating horses is animal cruelty. But if the horse is already dead, is it still animal cruelty? I would argue that point. If you're going to beat a dead horse, it may not be animal cruelty. It's a whole different set of weirdness. All right, so, and welcome, Atomic Hero Squad. Welcome, I appreciate you. I really do. Wow, we actually have 3 people. Ooh, I'm getting closer. Hopefully, there will be some lurking action going on, and I might get 3 people on my stream today. That'd be cool. All right. And the cool thing is, you guys know each other now. You know Mantha, you know Dan Dazzle. One of these years, I'm going to have some wise person show me how to put my stream chat up, have it displayed like you guys do. I know Atomic, you do that, so that when I jump in and I'm lurking, I can see what I missed up on the side. It's usually Zen though. Always appreciate the friendly welcomes. Well, hey, you have no idea if it gets you to come back. I'm happy to do it. Um, all right, so we've locked this in for an hour. Boom. So and it is targeted to whoever he's going to target it for. Blind sense. And now we do the same thing. We open it up. So this one, you deliver a DNA twisting material altering chemical nanite compound into a creature's body. Ooh, I found a typo. I have never seen a typo in piezo material. Wow. Imparting vulnerability to one type of energy. If the creature is immune to that energy source, this inhibitor removes that immunity. If the creature has resistance, the effect instead reduces its resistance by 10. So the other thing we want to do is you always want to, I always like to put in what it does right here so you don't have to jump back and forth. So we're going to go ahead and first, so the source of this is the biohacker is the character operations manager. class is Biohacker. This is a field of study. It's considered level 1, but because it's the second one, he didn't get to level 6, but hey. So you unlock it. You then highlight what you want to highlight. Control C. Click Control V. Bam. Then you just go through, remove the extra lines that are in here. And you, my friend, are done. So now he doesn't have to go find this thing. It's there. So what we're going to do then is, again, we're going to go genetics. You always want a semicolon between your label and whatever you're going to be putting in your combat tracker. And this is just going to be a reduce resistance edit. So that means he just goes through, he picks reduce resistance, fire. He types it in there and it's good. And it's resistance by 10, okay? Minus 10. Okay, and this, let's see. I don't remember how long this one lasts. Let's see, it is a field of study for the biohacker. He's a hacker of bios. Primary field of study, okay. Genetics, okay, so this says exactly what it says. It does not say how long it lasts. Interesting. Fields of study, here we go. It also does not give a saving throw. So it talks about everything else except for the duration. So you know what? Doesn't count against your use of biohack feature. You can use once per 10-minute rest. Doesn't say. Okay, then I'm not going to worry about it for now. Just checking one other place here underneath biohacks. Nope, doesn't. I do not see where it talks about the duration of this effect. It's typically going to be the length of the fight, so I'm not really worried about it. So we're just going to leave it blank. And I think I'm going to put that in the, let's go ahead and put this. I'm going to put the number of times you can use it in the description here. Field of study. That's genetics. Where's the actual word field of study? Primary field of study. I'm just going to type it in then. I don't remember where I saw it. All right, so real quick. Genetics is the study of living creatures' inherited characteristics. Boosters and inhibitors can only be used once. They recharge when you take a 10-minute short rest to recover stamina points. All right, so going back to our actions, we've got our secondary field of study done. Now we need our spark of ingenuity. That's done. All right, so our theorems, here we go. Character operations manual. You could copy and paste this as well. Class biohacker. He's a hacker of bios. This is a theorem. And I'm just going to ignore the level because it's every even level. So let's go to our abilities. Go to theorems. Does not have it here. So let's go to, if you go to the main page underneath their class, you can then open up, blink right there. This tells you about the class itself. And you can pull some of these more basic definitions from here. Theorem, boom. As you gain experience, you devise theories about the way the universe works. Some theories you can apply to yourself, while others require the use of a custom microlab or equipment or additional options for your biohacks. So I don't care about all that flavor text. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Boom. So that tells you what it does. And now we need to add, we have 4 that we're adding. So right click, add ability. And I'm just going to do 1 for now. So let's take a look here. So we have medication mastery. We have which is you quickly turn compounds and catalysts in your custom microlab. You can create an analgesic associated with know that a higher pack level. If you are an instinctive biohacker, he is. All right, so this one is a this is not something I need to code. I'm going to go ahead and code it as a reminder. So you add the effect. We come in here and we just type medication mastery, semicolon, make analgesic, antitoxin, sedative, antiemetics, stimulants. Okay, that goes to himself. It's not target and it does not expire. So we'll go ahead and add that to him now. Boom. The other thing I want to do is up here in abilities. Oh, never mind. I had it down here. Okay. So we carefully go left click, delete the item. There we go. All right. So we've got, so these down here to where they should be. This is the ones I should be opening. All right. So field dressing. Treatment mastery. Medication mastery I just did. 1, 2, 3. So far injection is not here. Let's open that up. Let's add that. And so one other one I'm missing. Trank darts? Yeah, trank darts. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. So yes, total of 5. So let's see if we need all 5 here. We have medication mastery, field dressing. It says a standard action. You can use your macro lab to render an aid. Um, the target regains a number of stamina points equal to your key ability modifier. So we're absolutely going to code that. So we go right click up here, add. This is actually going to be a heal. All right, so I'm going to just do a little shift here. Um, King Retro, hello, hello. I am doing well, thank you. King Retro Gaming, thanks for the stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate it very much. I'm well, and you? Yep. Thanks for stopping by and doing a little Starfinder action. I don't know how familiar you are with Starfinder, but Starfinder has a lot of things going on. You have every person gets feats at every odd level. You have different actions you can do and class actions and things like that. And it's not quite as bad as Pathfinder, especially first edition, um, or even so you've got Pathfinder way over here with every tiny thing is a plus or a minus, and there's like so many different uh, things that you have to remember. You've got D&D 5th edition or Savage Worlds over here where you only have a couple modifiers. Well, Starfinder is sort of like here in the middle, and then Pathfinder 2 is not quite as bad as Pathfinder, but not as easy as Starfinder. Um, the point, though, is in order to help my characters remember what's going on, and to do that, I like to try to code as much as I can for them, so that they can remember it, and so that they just click a button and then Fantasy Grounds will do it all for them. So that's what we're doing today right now. So for example, so what I'm doing is we're going to add some, there we go. We're going to get rid of this one. Let's see, click. This is click, so this says what? Add spell, delete spell action, add ability action, delete the spell action. Okay, so this one's going to be, so what I'm doing is I had this listed as theorem, and I was trying to put a bunch of theorems underneath. That was incorrect. You have theorems, and then you put what each theorem is. So this one is actually medication mastery. You can make stuff. Because that's basically all it does. Now we have field dressing. So if you have any questions, King Retro Gaming, on Starfinder, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to answer. So what I do is I open this up, and the cool thing is you can just take the stuff right from here, open it up, this is a theorem. This particular theorem is level 2. You get theorems at 2 and 8. There's a bunch of theorems to choose from at level 2 and level 8. So the cool thing is, because this says if you are this, this happens. If you are this, this happens. Well, I can take out the one that doesn't happen. So as a standard action, if you are an instinctive biohacker, which he is, the target, he is not. So I don't include that part. Control C. I only need to worry about if you are a studious biohacker. Boom. So now all of the nitty gritty is here. An explanation is there for them. And now we just need to code it. So it says you can hit points. As an action. So that's just a basic definition of it. So we go right click, we add a heal. Use your custom micro lab. Okay, so a number of hit points to your key ability modifier score. At 8th level, it's 2d8 plus your key modifier score. So we open this up. The type is hit points. It is not meta magic. So we click on the D8s twice, make 2 of them, right click to make 2. So just to explain, this is the same in Dungeons and Dragons or in pretty much any fantasy grounds. Left click on the die. Once you're holding it, still left clicking, you then right click to add the number. That drops it in, so it's 2d8. And by the way, you can also right click down here on the die and then pick 2. And it does the same thing. So 2 plus your key 2d8 plus your key ability modifier. So it's the key ability modifier is intelligence for her. Boom. So 2d8 plus 6. And then you go here to prep. And this is changed to oh, that's not true. So we're just going to leave that alone. It says once. It says you can do it a number of times a day. Oh, equal to your key modifier score. So that's, in his case, it is 3. 6. Okay, so he didn't do it that way. Boom. Now, so there's his hit points. I'm also going to add another modifier to it, add an effect. So this is going to be field dressing. Remove next short rest. So once he applies it to somebody, he then adds that to them. And we know we can't do it again until they take a short rest, in which case, which time he will remove it. All right. So that, my friends, is field dressing. I do want to check something really quick while I'm thinking about it, because I think this needs to be added. You can create a number biohack equal to 1 plus your key modifier score. So he should have 7. Seven. Okay. Just wanted to update that. I knew that was needed to be updated. Okay, so now we can minimize this. Field dressing. I need to go back to abilities. I need to add the details for the medication mastery into the actual action. Because there we go, theorem. So if you're wondering what this EX is for, there are certain types. So spell-like abilities, supernatural abilities, extra abilities, and depending, so you might have creatures who are immune to supernatural abilities or things like that. And so that's what the little EX is for. It just describes what type of feature it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and copy and paste all of this stuff. Control A, Control C. We're going to slap in this puppy in here, Control V. And now all I need to do is go take away the stuff having to do with the instinctive biohacker. It says if you are an instinctive biohacker, you can do this. There you go. So that gives them all the details. Medication mastery is also level 2. I do believe. All right, so what does the tranquilizer dart do? Once per day, you can target a living creature with a special biohack as a standard action. Doesn't deal any damage, doesn't count against your use, but it functions as a biohack. If you hit the target, they must succeed or fall into a deep slumber. I'm feeling very sleepy. All right, so the poison effect. We will, this can't definitely need to be coded. So we're going to add a spell under theorems. Trank dart. Put enemy to sleep. And once again, we can just copy and paste. Or not. Biohacker. He's the hacker of bios. Level 8. All right. This is not letting me copy and paste it. All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a moment. And by a moment, I mean like 2 minutes because I'm not a quick typist. It's a standard action, so that's good to know. They must succeed Add a fortitude saving throw. Or fall into a deep slumber. And by slumber, I mean sleep. After one round, gaining the sleep condition. On a successful saving throw, the target is unaffected. And of course, at 14th level, you can use this ability twice per day. This is a poison effect. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So, first of all, we need to check our theorems real quick to see. Man, my eye is bugging me. Sorry, guys. What the DC is. So we're going to add, right-click to add an ability action. We're going to add an attack. So we go here to abilities. We go to theorem. The DC is equal to 10 plus 1.5 your biohacker level. So in the attack, they have to make a fortitude saving throw. So this is a save. Down here, this is a fortitude. DC is class divided by 2 fixed. Class DC plus and your ability score modifier. That's weird. Why are they having it do it this way? Because this shouldn't be. It's 1.5 times your biohacker level. So in this case, since he's level 9, it should be 10 plus 13 plus his modifier score, which is 9. I mean 6. It's just odd that they don't have 1.5 times. Okay, well, we're going to make it fixed. So 1.5. His level is 14. plus 6 is 20. Plus 10 is 30. Yeah, because it has it for everything else, just not that. All right, anyway, there we go. So we got the fort saving throw, so what does it do? We add an effect. The effect is to the target, and it is this is a trank dart, semicolon, asleep. I don't even know if asleep is an official effect. It is. Okay, it's right there. Boom. Perfect. All right, so I don't see how long it lasts, so we're just going to leave it for now. So we close this. Again, it's targeted, so we're good. So we have fire injection and treatment mastery. So that, my friends, is how you do the coding for the different things that characters can do. Um, let's take a look and see at theorems, biohacks. So the biohacks have been added, so we're good with that. I can cross that off my list. And all right, so those are done. I'm adding the theorems right now, so I'm not going to mark that off yet because I'm still haven't finished with that. So let's check our calendar. I think my calendar is up to date. That was the other thing I wanted to do. So you open up the calendar up here, up by the combat tracker. It's great because you can just click and tell people what time it is right in a chat. Boom, boom, the date and the time. 21st and 22nd floor. Yep, so that's perfect. Let's check our message of the day. So this, what happens with the message of the day is whenever the player logs in, this pops up in the center of the screen, and they have to close it to get rid of it. So they, in theory, they should be reading it. It also gives them links to maps. So if they want to go right to the map, they just click here, boom, and it takes them right to the map that we're using for the day. So there we are. You can see what's happening. What is that? Arachnids over here, okay. So that's what the message of the day is, and I like to keep it up to date and see what's going, so they can learn what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of floor 19 since it's been a couple weeks for that. Boom, there we go. So it's a refresher to them where they are and what they're doing. And it's right here in messages. They can also open it up again anytime they want to during gameplay. I did want to check one other thing while I'm here. Let's go to the map again. Zoom in a bit. Yes, okay. So we have height now. That is very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. So it's more of the same thing we've been doing. So if you want to go ahead and bow out gracefully now, you're welcome to. But I'm going to go ahead and finish these up for the next few minutes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out atomic_hero squad, all one word. Check out Dan_dazzle. Check out on YouTube if you want to see how this plays out. I play this every week on Sunday at 5:30 on Twitch, and we alternate weeks. So this week is this particular campaign with Chris the biohacker. You can also check out on YouTube, search Spencer77 on YouTube, look for playlists, and then you'll see I have, this is the Dead Suns campaign for Starfinder, and you'll see all the live plays, how we've been doing this, how this crew has been working things out and using all the codes that I use. And you can also check out the other previous prepping for Starfinder using Fancy Grounds. If you use Classic, I have a handful of Classic on there as well. So don't forget, like, subscribe, whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to finish this up, and so let's do this. Treatment mastery, same thing. We just go here, we right click, we add a spell. Treatment mastery. You gain a +2 to your med when using treat disease. Okay. So this is where I messed up last time. It was adding treatment mastery, and I deleted the entire biohacker section of my player stuff. So that's why I'm having to redo all these. So this actually, yeah, so let's see. So treat disease. Treat disease. Drugs. Poison faster. +2. Open it up. Let's see. Do we have? Please open. It does open. Yay. Control A. Control C. Control V. Boom, boom, boom. He's a biohacker, hacker of biomes. Theorem. This particular one, level 2. Okie dokie. And there are all the details. I'm just going to put this as an effect on him. It's a self effect. Treatment mastery. +2. Treat disease, drugs, poison. Faster. So then he can look it up and figure it out. There we go. We added it to him in the combat tracker. And our last one is VFR injection. Constant tinkering allows you to increase the range of ranged injection weapons with which you gained proficiency through your injection expert class feature. The range increments of these weapons double. At 16th level, their range increments instead triple. Nice. Alright, so we will go here to this 40/40, so we just double to, let's make sure this is correct first though. Let's go to open up the Needler pistol. Range 40 feet, yep, so we then double it to 80. Click, 80. Simple as that, boom. Alright, so we are done, folks. Thank you, Atomic. I appreciate the welcome. The hell is that? Well wishes. But hey, guys, again, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for sticking around for those of you who did.